walk in from the glow with a hum on her skin. Hair like static eyes full of sin. Folks back off, said she ain't safe, but I felt my heart go half-life with no escape. She don't talk much, just nods and sways. A Geiger love song in the heat hazed haze. Her lips might burn, her hands might sting, but when she grabs my waist I forget everything. She's glowing steady and I'm falling fast. If loving her's lethal, I hope it lasts. Glowing steady like a midnight storm. She might melt my bones, but she keeps me warm. We dance in ruins where the rat stugs roam. Her laugh's like a fissure through oxidized chrome. My Geiger clicks like a jealous drum, but her rhythm's hotter than a microfusion sun. They say don't touch, don't taste, don't breathe her in, but if this is poison, I'll drink it again. She's glowing steady like a Nuka sign, too bright to touch, but she's nearly mine. Glowing steady through the fallout night. She's burning wrong, but it feels so right. She glows, I stay. She burns,
All good, ma'am. Have a great night.
she's gone, I pray, but I still dance every day.
All good, ma'am. Not a worry at all, ma'am. Have a good night at work. And welcome in, my friends, to Fallout 4 with Sim Settlements 2. And we're picking up mostly where we left off the other day. I did a little bit of running around, a little bit of maintenance and upkeep on the old settlement. And now we're back over here in Concord next to our survival bus, our trusty survival bus. And we're about to confront Jake and see what's going on in the wasteland. So welcome in. That was Glow and Study by a band called the Rad Tones. They're from the Commonwealth. So there you go. Homegrown talent.
Thanks again for helping with the crate. Not at all, my chap. But are you certain about the church?
Sure, why not? I mean, it's not like anyone else is using it.
Oh.
Hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. Even you,
Okay,
bamboozler,
just
when
let
you
me
have
know
to
if
go to
need
work.
anything.
All good, all good. Hey, Ghost Rider.
Thanks again for helping
Nice.
with the crate.
Not
Finish
at
up
all,
that
my chap.
add-on, bud. It's all good.
Are you certain about the church?
Sure, why not? I mean,
I'm
it's
here
not like
playing
anyone else
Sim
is
Settlements and
May the Lord
rocking
bless
those
you for
sweet
your guidance.
Ronaldo Moon tunes.
using it. Okay, then.
Either
Well,
way,
just
man. So it's
let me
great
know
to
if
have
need
you
anything.
lurking. Raven, how you doing?
Thanks again for helping with the crate.
Not at all, my child. But are you certain about the church?
Hey there.
Oh, may
Howdy,
the Lord
Slick.
bless you
Good to
for
see
your
you again.
guidance.
How are things going?
Not bad, not bad.
Still wear my batting
As
helmet.
you can see by the crate, I managed to get the comm hub back.
I decided I
Although
like
it
the
wasn't
look.
easy, let me
What
tell
can I
you.
say?
I've got the hub inside if you'd like to see it.
I'll take a look. Why not?
I'll take a look, sure.
All right, follow me.
Blessed Father, assure us the good way is ours.
There it is.
The Blessed
Can't
Father
see it.
assures us.
Although sadly not ready for service just yet.
Good news,
In
everybody.
fact, I couldn't even turn it on. But I have been able to give the old gal a good going over. Got a rough understanding of the hardware.
All right. I'm listening.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Well, judging by the internals, this thing mostly appears to be a giant processor. My guess is that it operates as a kind of ASAM switchboard.
That Jake's got
connecting and
demonetization
communicating with
radio
the sensors.
playing. I can tell
Which
already.
makes sense, really. I mean,
Evan
it's called a
Jake,
comm
man.
hub. Now, if we could get sensors connected and communicate,
Such a wild
that
card.
really would open up our
Always trying to
options.
blow up my
Let us do
streams.
some cool things.
Well, you know what? Tell me about
Well.
those options.
Tell me about the options.
Well, for example, remote management.
Oh, look,
advanced
it's the little
software
black
updates,
holes on the
division
noses, just
settlement
like in
labor,
Raven's
and the
streams.
obvious one, better communications. Now, to you, that last thing may not sound
Photo
like
mode.
much, but trust me, better communications
Was not
is
happening
something we
before
want.
I installed photo
So I
mode.
think it's in our best interest to get this comm hub running.
Boom.
Really begin to rebuild the Commonwealth.
I'm on board. When do we start?
In order to get things going, first, we need to turn this thing on. And for
Problem
that,
solved.
We're gonna need some serious power. And I'm afraid my little
Yeah, I
generator
just saw
ain't gonna cut it.
photo mode.
However, as luck would
I
have
just
it,
installed photo
just a
mode this
couple of feet below
afternoon, so I
us
can
is
take a
all the power
screenshot for
we
the
need.
thumbnail. Yep, it's photo mode. Wasn't doing it before I installed photo mode.
Go on.
Concord has a municipal
The
plutonium.
old photo mode,
Probably used to power
because I'm
every
running
building in town.
the old gen.
To get some real power flowing again, all you need to do is turn it on. That is, if you wouldn't mind helping out.
Now we know, Belle Biv DeVoe.
I'm on it. It's as good as done.
I knew you'd help. You'll have to discover a way into the old service tunnels running under Concord. Once you're down there, find something that looks like a big old generator. Do what you need to
Be
start
taking
it
that
up,
back out
and
again.
head on back.
Yeah, that one's gonna have to come out. You know what else stopped working randomly, even though its position in the load order didn't change at all? The mod to just use the crank for the Minuteman weapon here. Jesus, my brain. I need a brain, man. The short laser musket. Yeah, well, I'm glad I could help. I'm sorry that I had to help by blowing up my own load order with it, but I'm not worried about taking it out. It's not like it's sitting dead last, and it's not something that I think is going to affect the load order one way or the other, whether it's there or not. So, yeah, we'll have to give it a try. I'm not going to do it midstream, but next time you fire up your mod organizer, disable the photo mode and see if that doesn't take it out.
Other chained up on the other side.
What do you know about that? I would have never guessed photo mode, honestly. It doesn't do a whole heck of a lot, so. But it is the only thing I have added since since Wednesday. So. It's photo mode or I'll eat my hat. And the batter's helmet is pretty crunchy. So we probably ought to avoid that. There you go. Do Fallout 4 and test it out for sure. Yeah, that's crazy. I spotted it as soon as it happened. Dog meat, buddy, what are you doing? Oh, gross, not boom bugs. I hate boom bugs. Nasty. That's just nasty. But yeah, problem solved. We figured that one out. And that's wild too, because I have asked everybody, and most people don't even understand what I'm asking. They're like, huh? What do you mean? Oh, hold on, let me show you a picture. A young sea lurk. God, this mod is something else. Yeah, we might be able to adjust it or something, not just remove it altogether, but the fact that it doesn't work out of the box and causes that issue tells me that something needs to be adjusted on the mod author's end. And I doubt anybody's still working on that, because, you know, it's old gen and there's a next gen version of it.
Afraid? You should be.
Of course, the next gen version doesn't work at all with the old gen.
He's hacking and whacking and...
Sing it, Heather. No, I didn't have any rum in Nuka-Cola. I didn't have any rum, period.
Sweet.
But I did have a bottle of Cazadoras with a couple of drops in the bottom, so I poured that into my Nuka-Cola to start my evening off correctly. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, well, I used it as soon as I installed it this afternoon to make that thumbnail. So that ship has done sailed, but yeah. Of course, probably go over to one of the King Gaff Discords and point out the problem and explain what you're seeing, and maybe somebody in there can help you or I both figure out a way to make some kind of adjustment in the mod so that we can keep it but not have that problem. Anything's possible. I'm not holding my breath, but...
Nice.
The other thing I'm wondering is, does it get worse the more you use it? Or, let's try something. Didn't change any of those settings when I did the... I wonder if pulling the camera all the way out when you're in photo mode will affect it any. I guess we'll find out. It's a test stream!
Yes.
Yeah, well, Mystic was right. It's the photo mode, which is technically a camera mod, so... Lanny, just what the hell are you playing at? Why am I still receiving complaints about repeated and prolonged blackouts? Is it so hard to hit the giant red button? Oh, well, shit. All you gotta do is hit the button. Well, that didn't work. Right? It's Fallout 4. Well, an element of jank is built into the whole damn thing, I think so. Which is funny because, as games go, it definitely holds my interest above most other games, so... Jank or not. And there we go. Right, we're not trying to put on a Broadway show here, right? It's Fallout 4. It's Sim Settlements 2. It's mods in general. There's going to be a little bit of jank. And for folks that are a little jank oppressed, you might want to stick to something without mods. I'm trying to think of a good example off the top of my head, but let's be honest, most post-apocalyptic mods our games completely miss the mark. This one's like my happy place, and it's a post-apocalyptic game, so. That's right, jank is life. Raven knows. Listen to Raven, for she is wise. You got some goop on you there, Heather. I didn't want to say anything at first, but since you're just standing there and I'm just standing here, I guess I'll point it out. There you go. Good job. A little goop be gone. Take care of what ails you.
Keep your distance.
Well, how did I even miss, though? That's what I want to know.
You showed them.
Well, that jet is mine now, sir. As well as all the rest of your drugs. And thank you very little. Pipe bolt action rifle? Nah.
Excellent.
Take that magazine, though. Not sure why every magazine in the Fallout universe gives you a facial tattoo. Seems like those were pretty rare in our universe up until a few years ago. But I'm not judging. Probably should stop using this thing now that it's actually using ammunition, huh? Yeah, we'll switch to that. That's a perfect weapon for bug splattering.
Stay out of the line of fire.
Who are you yelling at, Heather? Dog meat's on Heather's shit list today, I think. But you will notice, if you got keen eyes, Heather no longer has balled up fists. That's right, folks.
Hey.
Hey, partner.
Can we chat?
I'd like that.
Show me what you got.
335. So she exceeded 250 on her affinity, and is no longer quite as uptight around the old bubble cat, which is nice. She's warmed up to me just a little bit.
The doc said, son, your chart's all wrong, but my horoscope said I'd be strong. And when I fainted in the lobby floor, I knew the stars were right once more. That's just what I thought would
Yep,
happen. I knew it
I'm officially in the friend zone. Wait, that didn't come out right. That sounds terrible. That's not what I meant at all. I meant we're friends now.
would happen exactly to the beat. When the facts don't fit, I just hum a bit and say, isn't that sweet? Yeah. My neighbor's house collapsed last night. He told me, man,
Not gonna bypass a little XP, right?
said you wished for more fresh air, and now the wind goes
That's it.
Who was it I was watching yesterday? And every single time they got a lunchbox, they were so happy. Oh my God, who was that? It was hilarious. They're running around grabbing lunchboxes out of the school with the pink goo, and they got like 5 or 6 in one, scene, one extended scene. And every single one, they were so happy. It was great. It was like watching one of those reaction streamers, except it was so genuine, just busting into a giggle every time she picked up another lunchbox. You love to see it. Happy Fallout friends.
Just what I thought. Yes, sir, right on the dot. Even when I'm wrong, I'm not.
That bomb's got my name on it, son. What'd you guys think of that new Rad Tones? Almost ska, but still kind of 30s, 40s torch singer vibes. Ah, the scene played. Beautimus. Thank you, King Gath, for fixing that. That's lovely. What you barking at, boy?
It used to sit beside the fence and just lounging by the radio. And that lamb don't play dune.
Yeah, the attention to detail on some of the world items is just so great.
You should have all the power you need now.
Yeah, I noticed. When the power came back, it blew out half the bulbs in here. It's gonna be a pain in the ass to replace those. But the important thing is, we now have power.
Power! Alright, so the next step would be ...
So the next step...
Next step is, we try turning on the comm hub. Alright then, let's try powering
Yeah,
this
it's a
thing
special
up.
little scene they put in.
Now let's see.
They put it in years ago, but for the longest time, it just wasn't working. And he was recently doing his playthrough all of Sim Settlements 2 Chapter 1 and going through and fixing all the little irritating bugs, and that was one of the first ones that he did.
Bypass this.
It's nice to see that it's working.
We're ready to give this a go. Best if you stand back.
You heard him, dog meat. Stand back. Didn't bother the dog at all. He had his protective goggles on. Psycho69 TV. How you doing, bud? Welcome in.
Hey there.
He's walking off in a daze.
Exactly.
I didn't go to plan at all. The voice acting on that is supremo.
Wow. There are no words.
Oh, I don't know. I'm sure I can think of a few. To be honest, I was kind of worried this might
Whoa.
happen. Hub's been sitting around unused for so long.
I gotta lay
So
off
many
the
of its
jet,
parts
man.
at
I
the
swear I
grave.
saw the sky through the walls for a
Seems even with
second
enough
there.
Power, there's no getting around blowing out
No, he
capacitors
tells you to
and
stand back, and then he's standing
semiconductors.
right in front of it, sticking
worth
up
a try.
screwdriver and a light plug. You know what? I'm sure we can work
Sure,
it
we
out.
can work this out.
Give me a day or two. Maybe I could swap out some of the busted parts, clean a few tubes. It
Oh,
might
that's
be enough.
crazy. So the black dot is on his
I know it
nose
may
right
not
now, but
seem
it's not
like
on my
it, but
screen, and I wasn't
This
looking
was a
at
step forward.
the monitor. And so I didn't notice it first. I'm like, ooh, maybe messing with the camera a little bit, like, shook the cobwebs loose, but I guess not.
Don't worry. I haven't lost faith in you.
Thanks. I appreciate that. Oh,
We'll just
wait,
pretend that's
before
a
you go,
big old piece of
Here,
suit that's
take
stuck to
this.
the end of his nose there. Jury rig defense plot unlocked. All right.
After all the trouble we've had with raiders, I started
Why
wondering
am
if
I seeing
ASAMs
the
could offer a
sky?
solution. Now, I've not had the time to put some together myself. Been too busy with the comm hub. But what you have there are instructions on how to jury rig together a sort of defense plot.
Yeah.
It's not very advanced, but should at least deter attacks from some of the small fry.
Yeah, that photo mode is messing more things up than just the little black dots on the characters' noses. Thanks.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Technically, it's just a creative use of an ASAM program with an industrial plot. But by making the changes listed on that piece of paper, The A-10
Nice,
should
an
be able to
Institute
guide
playthrough.
someone to build something a little more
That can be a lot of fun,
defensive.
especially with the right mods.
After that, it's just a matter of basic maintenance by whomever was assigned to it.
All right, sounds good.
Sounds good. I'm gonna be busy with the comm hub for a while, so I won't have time to demonstrate.
You running
But
Subversion?
I'm sure you'll be able to figure it out yourself.
What kind of
Thanks for
makeover are
helping
you
me.
doing for the
I'll
Institute?
put out a radio
Anything?
message again when I've got news. Take care out there.
Take care out there.
Never settles down. Where people are farming potatoes and putting them in the ground. I'll eat them and I'll sell them, but won't pick them off the vine because the open road is where I lead this good old life of mine.
No, don't let me interrupt. You were doing great. Well, not a lot up here in the north area that we haven't already hit and covered, but you know what? That's all right.
Don't sit so close to the TV, kid. That's what Mama always said.
I guess I should read the paper, huh? Would have sworn I did that, but you know what?
I could smell the moon.
Fine, fine, fine.
I study cartoons for a week or more. Now the toaster salutes when I walk through the door.
All the locations that she wants to visit.
He's demanding cigars and a private phone. Oh no, don't sit so close.
Yeah, her and Piper, not the best of friends to start, are they?
You'll grow and you'll spark at night and your teeth will glow.
Nice. Of course, who's using the cross outfit and you got the black armor. Good, good.
End up ringing like a dinner bell. Got a cousin who loved that show. Watched every rerun nice and slow. Now his head's a magnet, his hands are green, and he picks up jazz from the movie screen.
I guess we gotta go talk to the settlers at Tin Pines Bluff. I'll take that stuff. Don't mind if I do. I love it when Virgil asks, have you seen a courser before? And you don't have the option to say yes in a spy stream. The one that led me to you.
I got X-ray vision, scorching light.
Even though it's clearly labeled courser.
Now my days wear the wedding mat. And the blender calls me sir when I ask.
Ain't nobody faking, there's a whole lot of shaking going on.
Yeah, use that Kim bench. That's how you do it.
Whether with his silhouette,
Yeah, the Strigaday outfit. It's a good one.
he's got the radar blues, poor boy's a mess.
Corsa Strigaday.
He howls like the press. Oh no, don't sit
I'm strictly Tumba Jamba in this particular playthrough, but I have often used that outfit in particular. It's a great mod. Also, the jetpack that can be put on any piece of armor. Wish I had that in this playthrough. Probably have to add that at some point, because I don't like power armor. I mean, I like the way it looks, and I don't even mind putting my companions in it, but I don't like to wear it. It's not my favorite. I love the bus. The bus is fantastic. And as you saw, I mean, it just got water, was able to grab a quick nap on a clean mattress. I can craft in there. No, I can't use it quite as much as, say, if I was doing like a Brotherhood. Oh no, it's all bad. Thrashers. Didn't I see you guys in Fallout 76? Where did it go? Did it just completely vaporize when that truck exploded? I mean, I'll take it, but, wow. Let's get away from the exploding car, Heather. What do you say? Yeah, I wonder who talked me into using the mutant menagerie with the grilled turkey patch. Who could that have been, I wonder?
I've got this. They didn't stand a chance against us.
They really didn't. Oh no. Heather,
Hey,
Need something?
I have a problemo. Wait. Don't do that.
let's
I
see
don't
what you
like
have.
that.
You won't be sorry.
You can have those knuckles. You can have one of those. And you can have that. And you can also have one of those. Yeah. I guess that's gonna do for now. Take the dog food. I feed my dog better than that. Take that cram. I'm sure you can doctor that up and sell it to some moron. Excuse me, settler. What else? What else? Gumdrops, gross. 210-year-old gumdrops? Not gonna happen. Oh my god, yeah, you can take a bunch of those. Take all but 2 of those. My goodness, I have a lot of crap on me all of a sudden. How does this happen? I keep getting rid of all my crap and it just keeps coming back. It's insane. It's almost like I'm some kind of loot varmint. Take that as well. Yeah, you can have these sweet rolls too. Super gross. I know you love them though. Okay, yeah. No, I think we're good. Yeah, you told me to add the, what is it, grilled turkey, fried turkey? The modder that made all the Commonwealth, whatchamacallits? It's one big ESP or ESL file that adds all of the Mutant Menagerie stuff as well as Cazadors and super mutants from the Capital Wasteland, that kind of shit. All right, I think we're good for now. You don't recall there being much convincing involved. There probably wasn't really. I just thought it would be fun to call you out since you're here. Actually, you brought it up and I was like, ooh, that's a good idea. And you know what? So far, so good. Weird stuff popping up, though. And I'm not going to lie, it does kind of freak me out when there's like more or less of certain things in certain areas than I expect. Like, oh, this is that part of the vault where there are 8 rad roaches, and there's like 4 rad roaches and a boom bug and a partridge in a pear tree, or you know, whatever else they decide to throw in there in place of some of the rad roaches. It's just shocking sometimes. You're like, you think you know a game, you know? And then it turns around and stabs you in the back with little mutant chicken things. You think you know a game. I hear a fight off in the distance. That sounds hardcore. Glad we're not in the middle of that. You don't have that, huh? Hey, easy.
Bye.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
You think the ones they sell at the Dollar Tree are older William Webb, welcome in. Nice. I think you might be right, actually. I haven't had any myself, but I'm afraid I'd lose a tooth, and at my age, that's just more trouble than it's worth.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't
You
really
with the
think these fellas still
Minutemen?
existed. We sent word with one of them.
Let me bring the
past
car
traders, but
around.
Honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days after Quincy. Bad business, that.
Yeah, Psycho 69 TV, we might check that out. You know, if it's just a graphical rework of the stuff in Mutant Menagerie, that might not be too bad. I haven't added anything in that would change the order of my mod index. And it's a hard and fast rule I'm going to stick to, since I can't seem to get past the end of Chapter 2 and the beginning of Chapter 3 of Sim Settlements, just from bad mod hygiene. Adding mods in that get stuffed in between other mods and load orders, while not considered bad by a lot of the community, in my experience, causes nothing but problems for me. So, same thing with removing mods, obviously, but it's the mod index that'll get you in Fallout 4, in my experience. But just textures and stuff, yeah, no big deal. I can unzip those to my data directory and go from there.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been
Yeah,
giving
Millennia
us
does some
trouble
good
for
stuff.
weeks, stealing food and supplies.
I've got a bunch of
threatening to kill us all if we
degenerate
don't pony up.
DAC,
We know where they're
but
coming
I'm doing a
from, but we
Minuteman
can't go up
playthrough, and I'm
against a gang
doing,
like that.
strictly speaking, all relatively within the theme of Fallout 4. And I know a lot of the modern weapons are technically like from New Vegas and stuff, but yeah, trying to stay on brand here with the whole Fallout 4 vibe and image for the most part. But Millennia does some great weapon mods.
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders
Mr.
for you.
Thorgan
That's
Ironside.
If you folks are for real this time, it'll be a
How you
welcome
doing, buddy?
change for the better.
I have given up trying to sell alternative medicine products to doctors. They think I'm a scam artist. Idiots.
Yeah, Pig's doing his stuff with DAC nowadays, which is great, because I love Pig and DAC. They make fantastic weapons that just fit right in with, you know, my vision of the shitty leather armor over the top of a vault suit kind of Fallout 4 playthrough. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, well, Nier's awesome, but Raven's running around. At least last time I saw her play at Fallout 4, she was running around with one of his mods, and it was just smoking the bad guys. It looked really good. I kind of wish I had that one. It was like an alien blaster pistol, but it lit things on fire. Good stuff. You're ready to deploy. You're pushing it out to Creations, Ghost Rider? A new mod or a new version of... Really? A feral wolf, huh? Alright. Most of my friends are feral, so... Fair enough. The Firelands, yeah, that's what it was. That's from Fallout 3, right? Originally? I'm learning I need an extra 24 hours a day and a bank account filled with good enough that I can hang out with people and stream all day. You and me both, pal. I cannot currently drive for the next couple days for various reasons related to a bad app and lousy AI customer service. So, but honestly, between you and me, I could use the money. So it's a mixed bag, right? I get to hang out and watch like Raven stream tomorrow, and you know, likely you, Ghost, all that kind of stuff. Stream myself, but at the same time, I'm not making any money either. So fun, fun, fun. Psycho69 TV says, that AI radio, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, it is. It's Radio Free Commonwealth, and it's by a guy named Synthetic Psalms, good friend of mine. You know, he wrote the lyrics, often himself, often with the help of, I think it's ChatGPT. And he put in a bunch of information about Fallout, made himself a Fallout Bible with it that had just tons of lore information, and then started spitting out songs and then tweaking the lyrics and then using Suno Professional to create the songs. So he owns the copyright because he uses Suno Professional, and he's gifted all of these to the Fallout community as a way of giving back to the community, so to allow content creators and streamers and whatnot to use them in their stuff without any worries of copyright strikes. And it's spreading around, man. Everywhere I go now, I hear some of these songs, and they're really clever. So, well, what is this? Somebody's attacked my generator. I'm just filled with hatred and despise. Yes, folks, off stream I started putting together the donut shop again, but you're never going to believe what we're lacking. I'll give you a hint. We've got a coffee station and a refrigerator and a sink, but we don't have, what is it? A donut fryer. And why don't we have a donut fryer? Well, we ain't got no damn cooking oil. And I can't put Raven's mod in here yet either, because I have not yet unlocked the except the first 3 plots for so it's gonna go right here, but I haven't unlocked any except the residential, industrial, and the farming plot, so I can't pull it up and put it in there. It's all right, there's no settlers here yet anyway. It's just a donut shop on fire, a beacon to the wasteland. Well, we had cooking oil, you know, we did, and we built the donut shop. It was actually more towards this side, and a little smaller. The video game cabinets were outside, you know, yada yada, yada yada. But that save is no longer useful to me because when Sim Settlements 2 completely crashed out and stopped working on me, and a couple other problems we had that night, I actually regressed to the previous gen and started running old gen again, which allows me to run a couple things I really like. It also allows me to zone a lot faster. It's more stable. The problem is none of the saves from that playthrough were usable. I could not take them from a next gen save to a previous gen save, no matter what I tried to dick with, so had to do a quick start over. We weren't that far into it, so it didn't really matter, but once again, we are back to the point where we need cooking oil, and this time I know exactly where to go to get it, too. But that is not exactly the point of this particular adventure. I mean, it might be the point of it, but you know, it's nowhere near as fun when you know exactly where to go, right? So what did I miss? Ghost, you're releasing add-on for Xenomaster. All right, very nice. I will take any and all add-ons for Xenomaster. Thank you very much. And I will take it with a smile. We are nowhere near the ocean, my friend. I don't know what you're doing on a basketball court, but that's not helping your cause at all.
I've heard that Mirelurks used to be small enough to carry around. Not the babies, the grown ones. Bet they were easy to kill then.
Yeah, some of them were small enough to carry around, Heather. I predict a curly-headed friend making their way into the settled systems. Just a prediction. A curly-headed friend. What's a good outfit that you all know about on the Xbox? Jeez. For Fallout 4 or for Starfield? Yeah, I'm really out of the loop when it comes to the Xbox, unfortunately. I did, however, perfect a 5-step process today to quickly re-next-genify my Fallout install so I can work in the creation kit on my mod, and then quickly re-degen it back to the old gen. It takes about a half hour to do the first step, and then to change it back, it only takes about 5 minutes. Very nice.
That takes care of
Yeah,
that.
Eleanor's probably on there. Eleonora.
It's on!
Don't shoot my dog. What the hell's wrong with you, dude?
We're up, pup.
That's your ass, I guess.
The dead fucking raider.
Right? You're next, Raider. Nothing worse than a damn Raider. Healing powder. All right, now it's a party. Don't shoot my dog. He needs to catch this grenade.
Got it.
Yeah, for some reason I just kind of knew that that Raider was going to be blocking most of the blast from the dog. Don't ask me how I knew. Years of too much time in the pool halls in my misspent youth, I think. I knew that bank shot was going to come in clutch.
Who's a good boy? These raiders have been hassling us traders for way too long. It's time for payback.
It is time for payback, Heather. And we're about to get that payback, too.
Got it.
A cracked glass bowl. What year is this?
That's it.
And now it's a party. I got Fixer and Corn. Nobody. Go about your business. All right, Heather. I'm gonna need you to actually move in on it. Oh shit.
Ducky, stay out of the line of fire.
Nothing! Nothing!
Buddy, you have definitely seen better days, my friend. That's what I'm talking about. And look at that, I get 3 more dynamite back. Use 1, get 3 free. That's a deal, Dorgan. How you gonna pass that up? Oh God, really?
Keep your distance.
Ah, good. Problem solved. I'd love to take you, I really would, but I'm afraid I'm completely overloaded or close to it. Hey, Heather.
Hey.
That big old backpack that you're wearing invisibly there? I would love to avail myself of the spaciousness of its contents. If you don't mind. You can give dog meat that teddy bear if you want. I'm good with it. A Wendigo.
Keep your eyes open! Think this asshole's using stealth.
Damn it. That was a bad throw.
What's up, asshole?
That was a better throw.
You think raiders would run when they see us coming?
I mean, you would think that they would run, but they just never do. I think it's because they're all on drugs, honestly. That's my contention. I'm sticking to it, whether it's true or not. You know what I need? I need some of that Heather ramen bone meal. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Fallout is my happy place, Raven. And Psycho, I cannot wait for the 2nd season of the show. I never turn off a YouTube channel faster than when I turn it on and there's some fucking nerd going, the show was okay, but they really... It's just like, alright, that's enough. Thank you. I'm done. I don't give a damn. That show was fun and it made me smile. And that ain't easy. Fallout is my happy place. I don't want to hear any bitching.
Tough.
And the 2nd season of that show looks amazing. You know, will some things be different than the games? Of course. But honestly, who cares? As long as the people that make it love Fallout as much as we do, and they bring the spirit of the wasteland to it, it's gonna be a beautiful thing.
Hey.
What's up?
Listen, doll, I need you to
I'll take a look at it.
unlock that thing over for me. Well, it's really crazy because Fallout is technically a post-apocalyptic atomic hellscape.
Too bad there. What do you think we'll find in here?
And yet, I turn Fallout on, the TV show, the music, any of the games, whatever, and instantly I just start tapping my feet, and I feel happy, and a big old smile gets on my face, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm crazy?
Maybe she's real or just
I also like that I have the ability that I run into a place and I see a bunch of cages and some skeletons in those cages, and then I see some raiders hanging out with some bodies hanging by, you know, chains or whatever, and I can just kill those motherfuckers. Easy peasy. Makes me feel good inside, like there's a hero in the story or something, you know? In fact, in honor of that particular thing, let's have some true raider killing music.
They said the bombs were holy, fell from heaven's hand. Now there's halos made of barbed wire in this scorched up land. Preachers with their lasers, brotherhood with laws. They all want your soul, but we've just got claws. We don't pray to towers, we don't kneel for gold. Our gospel's in the feedback, raw and uncontrolled. You hear us in the static, howling through the scars. We don't need no savior, just 6 strings and scars. No gods, just guitars, sing louder than the lies. No thrones, no temples, just truth under open skies. No masters, no martyrs, we ride under busted stars. No gods, just grit, no saints, just guitars. You can keep your visions, your vault born.
God, I'm almost better off not using bats.
Revolution on broken strings, found our faith in the echo of a rusted chord, and the scream of the frets cuts deeper than a sword.
That's right.
They wanted idols, so we burned them down. They wanted order, but we gave them sound. You want a leader? Look in the mirror. We're all we got, and the end's getting nearer. No gods, just guitars. No scripture, just a song. No power on the prophet telling us what's right or wrong. No chains, no crosses, just rhythm.
That's a precarious position I find myself in, fellas and ladies.
No saints,
I think I better take myself a quantum, you know, just for dramatic effect. Is that it? Well, if it ain't Jared.
There we go.
No gods, just guitars. That's my philosophy, folks. Larry says, congrats, Ghost Rider 231. There's a new update for a mod I haven't actually looked at yet to see which one it is. Well, neither have I, Larry. I have an excuse. What is your excuse, sir? I'm just playing. Your comment was funny as hell. Let's catch up with chat here a little bit. After that, no gods, just guitars. No gods, just guitars is Marvin and the Mole Rats. Little band out of Good Neighbor. Some fine guitar picking. And badass rockabilly vibe. Vinicius Dalinol. For me, every gameplay of Fallout 4 is unique, never going to be the same thing. Amen. Amen, Vinicius. And might I say, that is a fine name, my friend. And I agree completely, because I run mods, and it's always different, every playthrough. Howdy, Larry. Welcome in, Vinicius. Ghost Rider, once again, congratulations on your impending release. Fantastic. I'm about to drop the mother of all Varun ships on the Nexus in about an hour. All right, all right, all right. Looking forward to seeing that. Pixar and Thorgan's Discord, very cool. All kinds of mods happening tonight, folks. Not just on the screen, but in your dreams and on Thorgan's Discord for dramatic effects. So there you go. Alright, so all the gunfire died down. Either Gristle wiped out the last of the ghouls, or they're serving as someone's meal. Let's see what else. Tried giving drugs to everybody I could think of to give drugs to, but none of them got superpowers. Stupid raider. It's not the chems. You finally figured that out, huh? Alright. Experiments continue. No success. Got some new recruits, though. Everybody likes free drugs, I guess, in the raider world. And that's when he spotted old Mama Murphy moving across the Commonwealth, heading in a roundabout, circuitous way through Lexington and on to Concord. He sent Gristle out to get her. What a bastard. Spotlight control, we can go ahead and deactivate those. Those are just going to annoy me. Alright. So there we go. No slightly panicked message from other raider gangs about the killer that's slowly moving across the Commonwealth, killing all the raiders, but that's because he's first. So, yeah, we'll have to catch up with the next gang that we happen to stomp into the ground and see if they have anything to say about what transpired here today. I'm sure they will. And I'll be giggling my ass off when I read it, too. Oh, my poor little robot went and boom. Now, technically, we can move through and take out all the other raiders at this base, but at the level I'm at on survival, that just sounds like a ticket to my last save, and I really want to do that. So I think we're going to go out the way we came for now. We'll come back and clear out the rest of these bastards later when we care about a repair bobblehead, which may be a while. But in the meantime, we can let the fine people at Tin Pines Bluff know that their problems are solved. Because as far as they're concerned, as long as Jared's dead, they are. Why, thank you, Larry. I hope you have a wonderful night yourself, sir. I only use one mod, skip Dima memories. Right on. I play with mods. I make mods. Little tiny baby mods. I'm friends with mod authors. I support mod teams making big story mods like Sim Settlements 2. Mods are life to me, so it's like my little rock and roll scene here in the Rocky Mountains. Except for it's better because I don't have to put up with all the Aquanet and the douchebags with egos the size of parked cars over all the riffs they stole out of guitar for the practicing musician. Of course, you run into egos every once in a while with mod authors too, but I don't generally know too much about those particular mods or mod authors, so. But you know what? Here's the thing. I'm going to tell you the same thing that my grandpa told me about tattoos. And it goes like this. People that like tattoos, they don't mind if you don't like tattoos. It's perfectly fine. So you play the mods you want to play and enjoy the shit out of that. And as long as you love Fallout, you're good in my book. And you know what? Even if you don't, I'm sure there are plenty of cool people out there somewhere who don't love Fallout. I can't name any, but I'm sure they're there. Law of averages and all that, so. But I'm right there with you on the skipping the Dima memories. Whew. Did that once. I think maybe twice. Would be super happy if I never have to do it again. I'll put it that way. How did I miss? I think I bent the scope on my laser musket. Picked up an 8-ball from a ghoul just outside the drive-in. Just kidding. Don't take drugs, kids. Drugs are bad. Oh, look, somebody put the fire out. Nice. Nice. You know what I really miss from a couple playthroughs ago? I had a mod, I don't remember what it was called, but it had like Pumpkin was one of the characters, and there was a guy that was over in the old folks home. I forget his name too. But they were like additional characters that you could meet and invite to work on your settlements, and they could be made city leaders. And I sure do wish I remember what that mod was called and had it installed today, because I think Pumpkin would be the perfect cashier for my donut shop. She plays D&D. She doesn't really want to be a caravaneer. So favorite faction. That's a good question. I am personally partial to the Minutemen because I vibe with their anarchic cause of justice and good for the people of the Commonwealth, especially with Who's the General and You and What Army Too, as that removes the Radiant Quest from Preston, which is the only thing that made his character bad, and I stand on that until the day I die. I like the Brotherhood in this game. I love to roleplay that I don't like the Brotherhood, because they're stuffy and it's fun. I actually like the Institute quite a bit too, especially if you get them to side with the Minutemen. But you need subversion to kind of tie those pieces together, I think, and make it seem like you're actually making changes there. Either that or Project Valkyrie. But we won't talk about Project Valkyrie too much, God forbid. Some people get super offended when you talk about Project Valkyrie. I like the Railroad. What can I say? I think Deacon's a fine companion. Desdemona's a little bit of a... She has issues, let's put it that way. Carrington is permanently resting bitch face. But they're fun. I like all of them. But I've got 5,900 hours in this game now, so... I like the Children of Adam. I think the factions are great in this game. It just depends on like the character that I'm playing and what I'm trying to do. And more often than not, that's a relatively good guide playthrough because I run Sim Settlements too. And I don't typically see playing Fallout 4 without it. But I might eventually move on from playing Sim Settlements 2 if I could ever finish the damn thing, so you never know. You like the Brotherhood? Nice, nice. I have a good friend who stands the Enclave. I think ironically, but she's awesome. She loves the Enclave, loves their whole vibe. So yeah, I think all the factions are really good in Fallout. They're even the ones that I don't like and would never side with. I think I did Caesar's Legion once in New Vegas, and it was it wasn't fleshed out very well compared to the other factions, and B, there's just absolutely nothing to like about, you know, sex slavers, slavers in general, period. So it's kind of like the Nuka World gangs. I sided with them once for the perks, and then decided every playthrough after that that they all had to die because they're just not interesting enough to keep alive.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
They make great villains, so. Raven says, now that I've gone through all the Railroads people, I don't like any of them really, but you like what they stand for. See, that's what's important. Yeah, I mean, they're fleshed out, but not in comparison to the NCR as far as like number of quests and that type of thing. As far as comparing to Fallout 4, apples and oranges, the two games don't really compare with one another at all. Largely because of what you can do with the creation kit in one versus the other, in my opinion. Both fantastic games, but generally speaking, I've sided with Caesar's Legion once. I would never do it again because I find them disgusting and gross and feel like they belong on crosses. So, but that's just me. I'm a man of peace. The Railroad are nuts, but I like where their heart's at. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense
Got any spare cigarettes?
given what's going on in the Commonwealth. But you could say that about any of the factions in Fallout, really. If you kind of put them under a microscope, they tend to fall apart a little bit. The Brotherhood blowing up the only place in the entire eastern seaboard that has working coffee machines, for example, makes little or no sense to me. But, you know, it's the way they were written. Are you somebody?
I'm new around here. I wanted to introduce myself. I heard your radio beacon, so I figured, why not? I wanted
Sir, did you make a plague mask out of a pair of women's underwear?
Opportunity. So, is there anything
That's
you
a
need me
vibe.
to get started on?
You know what? Do you need anything?
Did you need anything?
Well, to be honest, we're a bit short of food. Anything you can do would be appreciated.
Well, look, I'm not saying I'm right, Thorgan. You know what I mean? Like, it's perfectly okay to like Caesar's Legion, and I think they were exceptionally well written. You know, especially Kaisar. He's got some great monologues. A lot of the characters in that game have great monologues, much to the chagrin of having to sit through them sometimes. But that doesn't mean that they would be people that I would want to construct a character around. You know what I mean? So, but I have done it. I've played every faction in every Fallout game at least once. So, you know, the games that have factions that you can choose anyway. So, I've even done the evil ending in Fallout 3. But as a general rule of thumb, if I'm going to play Fallout 4, at least over the last 3 or 4 years, it's going to be Sim Settlements too. And you can do that with the Railroad, you can do that with the Institute, you can do that with the Brotherhood. But generally, I think the Minutemen fit that really well. And like I said, if you take Who's the General and You and What Army 2, and put those in there, then you remove all of the objections that people have about the Minutemen, generally speaking, other than the objection that, you know, they would be a nothing faction if you didn't come along and rescue them, which is absolutely true. There's no question. But Skyrim would be a smoking hole in the ground devoured by dragons if you didn't come along and be the Dragonborn. So I'm not really sure that's a intellectual argument.
He helped me fix my fence for free, said neighbors all live equally. He said you're
Risperidon says Caesar's Legion is the best popular fictional example of fascism as an ideology. It's a good one, for sure. Starship Troopers is another angle on that. A little more laudable, I think. But if you scratch the mythology of Starship Troopers a little bit, you'll find a highly authoritarian, almost fascist police state under there, with a lot of mind control and propaganda and everything else. So, but you're right. Caesar's Legion is great example of that kind of thing, and admittedly so. I mean, Kaiser tells you straight to your face. He modeled himself on, ancient Rome. He styles himself as the son of the god of war. I mean, he's not making any bones about what he is, which is refreshing, because he doesn't try to convince you that he's really the good guy or anything. He's just saying, look, this is what's best for the wasteland. And you can argue that. I do. When I play and role play a character in that world, but I won't deny that it was exceptionally well written, for sure, and fun to hate. I mean, all you gotta do is walk into their camp, and the woman that teaches you how to make healing powder, and you give her the tip that you only need one of one thing and two of the other thing, or whatever it was, and she's like, oh my god, you just saved me like a lot of work. And it's hard for me as a human being to not want to liberate that entire camp right at that moment, just for the way that plays out. So they did a great job writing it, because it pisses me off and makes me want to fight. But that's the old punk rock anarchist in me that wants to see bad guys get stomped by Doc Marten boots right in the face. And I don't make any apologies for that. Doesn't mean that I don't respect the writing or the story that they're trying to tell. Not at all. It's fantastic. Mr. House, for example. I just finished a Mr. House run. And he's a openly admitted to authoritarian, no interest in democracy, no interest in this and that, and makes great arguments for his case within the context of the game. So I think my only issue with the faction talk in the Fallout games, Thorgan, is that people tend to want to identify far too closely with them, and I am no different. Like, I just basically completely identify with the Minutemen, right? So I'm not suggesting I'm above that fray, but it's, to me, hyper cringe when somebody really identifies with Kaiser's Legion, what are you doing, man? They capture and keep slaves and rape and murder indiscriminately. They're garbage. Keeping the roads clean isn't a good enough explanation for why I should let them live when I have the power to do something about it. Now, in the real world, do I have the power to, go overseas and overturn any particular government that I might disagree with? Of course not. But in the context of Fallout New Vegas, I sure the hell do, so why not? Do it, But that's my perspective. And it certainly doesn't mean that they're not fun to play sometimes. An evil playthrough is perfectly fine and a normal thing to engage in a role-playing game from time to time. There's nothing wrong with that at all. It doesn't say anything at all about the person that's doing it necessarily. So, in my book. Okay, we don't need those, 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 we certainly don't need that, and now our weight is down a little bit. Oh my god. Let me catch up with the chat for a second here. What's the name of the holster mod I'm using? Classic holstered weapons, I think it's called. It only works with the old gen. But it generally works out of the box pretty well for most things. Yeah, Minutemen are pretty easy to identify with. Protect your stuff from the guys that want to take it. Yeah, and it's no accident, by the way, that the guys that designed the game made it pretty easy to make that argument to yourself, too. I mean, you literally walk into a raider camp and they've got headless bodies hanging from chains and stuff. I mean, I guess, ironically, you could make the argument that that's cool, and cooler than the Minutemen, but you'd have a hard time being taken seriously by anybody over the age of 12 if you tried to make the argument seriously, So it's easy to hate the Raiders, right? It's not like some kind of, big brain move to go, I'm going after all the raiders. It's also fun to move across the Commonwealth in Fallout 4 as you do a playthrough, and one at a time knock out every single raider base and read their terminals and watch their increasingly panicked and paranoid and, quite frankly, hysterical notes that they're leaving to themselves about all the other raider gangs that have been wiped out by the Phantom Menace or whatever the hell they start calling you, you know. And that makes it fun. You know, is it... strictly speaking, is it necessary? You can play a raider playthrough in Fallout 4, absolutely. You know, in fact, they made it pretty easy to do with Nuka World. So, but it is quite rewarding to play a good guy or a goodish guy or gal in Fallout 4. I'm really not sure how any of this is shelter. You guys, but you know what? You do you. I mean, I guess you got a warm fire, and I mean, you're on drugs all the time, so I probably don't care. But nice flamingo. Yeah. Okay. I mean, at least some of them are actual shacks, but Mama Murphy's is a. I mean, I'm not even sure if it follows that there would be a bone like that in a Mirelurk. But I guess maybe. I always assumed it was more like gristle? Cartilage? But maybe it's bone? What do I know?
You found loot.
Moira
Good
does
job.
let you have a raider decoration for your Megaton Shack in 3. She also mentions that setting up torn up bodies was a hassle. Yeah. Moira's a character, man. I love Moira. She definitely made those quests your normal fetch type, go do this, get 8 of those, get 12 fish butts, you know, type quests. She made it much better. Just her voice actor alone was superb. So absolutely. Yeah, man. Well, Thorgan, I appreciate that, dude. And I would consider doing something like that. That might be a good idea for a video or something. You know, like a lot of things, I think that would probably be more interesting if we had multiple people on who had different perspectives or were willing to at least argue some of the more nuanced perspectives that I kind of gloss over a little bit in my punk rock fury, you know? Because I'm perfectly willing to admit that there are perspectives that I don't have or might not get or might not be able to communicate as effectively. You're not Carne Asada. I was hoping you were Carne Asada. My favorite Sim Settlements 2 traveling settler is a character named Carne Asada. Kim dealer who has a little bit of an issue and you can go fix it for him. But yeah, I think there's not a whole lot left for us to do here. No quest popping off. Is there? Nothing? Guess we're gonna have to.
Pretty low. Would be wise to see to that.
Well, you know what would be super wise, Paul? And I'm not trying to talk shit, buddy, but it'd be super wise if you guys didn't let people destroy the drinking water I set up for you, because I'm not really sure how that works, but it looks like you did. So call me crazy, but how does the water fountain that's sitting right here out in the middle of everybody get vandalized like that and none of you know who did it? Just saying, buddy. Just throwing that out there. Just planting seeds, Paul. Yeah, absolutely. No, there's a lot of cool people in this chat. This chat's great. Oh my god, the pit and Point Lookout were both peak Risperidone. Absolutely fantastic. For me, Point Lookout a little bit more than the pit, but only because the pit's map design is very much a product of its time, and therefore I tend to run myself around into a corner and find a lot of dead ends over and over and over again. I think if they were to redo that in like the CK2 in Starfield's engine, or the modern Fallout 4 engine, whatever you want to call it, I absolutely... It's going great, Stephanie. I'm glad you guys had fun with Sista. She was kicking ass. Her reaction to those clones was priceless. Yeah, we're doing good over here. Just running a little Fallout 4. But yeah, over on the Pit, I definitely think that if they were to remake that in a modern version of the engine, there wouldn't be so many dead ends built into that map, and it would be a little less frustrating and probably a little easier to see, you know, from a map design perspective. But from a story perspective, the Pit is fantastic. Good to see you, Stephanie. Thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate that. That's awesome. I love to see your face. I am very well rested now, Heather. Thanks for asking. You know, anytime you want, you can just grab a little water and get yourself cleaned up. It's no problem at all. Wouldn't blame you a bit if you washed up a bit. I am now hydrated. And I'm well fed. Okay, so let's go back over and turn in our quest to the good people of Ten Pines Bluff and let them know their Raider Boogeyman is now dead. Yeah, the Pit is in 76, and you know what? I mean, I played 76, and I still play it from time to time. I'm a little burnt out on it right now. It's fun to play with friends. It's fun to have a Fallout game that you can jump onto in a multiplayer setting. If you really love Fallout and you want to have your craving that kind of thing, it scratches that itch. And some of the stuff they've done in the last few years has been pretty good. But the Pit was a missed opportunity, I think. It was just one tiny little bit of it. Man, I don't think it really captured the vibe very well. I think they did a much better job with Atlantic City, which, you know, ironically doesn't have anything to do with any Fallout 3 or any other Fallout game expansion. But the Pit was okay. It was fun to run once or twice, you know. I think the biggest problem with the Pit was the expectation that they wanted you to run it possibly hundreds of times over the course of a year or more on a daily basis in order to earn the stamps to get all the rewards. And I noped out of that just as fast as I noped out of Tier 6 in DUNE. You know, I have zero interest in doing virtual chores without any real story in any game. So that was the biggest problem, I think, with the Pit, was that particular design style was designed to be this thing that you just run 2 or 3 times a day, every day for a year or so to collect enough stamps to buy all of the rewards for the Pit. And once I sat down and crunched the numbers on that one, I went, nope. Did it a couple times, had fun with it, and never went back, you know, so. Yeah, 76 does tick boxes that aren't on the list of most single-player Fallout games. No doubt about it. It ticks some of the boxes that are the right ones, too, and sometimes better than other times, right? But it also ticks a lot of bullshit boxes like, don't you want to collect stamps for a whole year? You know, don't you want to grind this content? No, I really don't, man. I don't mind survival sandbox games at all, but if you tell me that I got to put in 4 hours a week to get enough batteries to, you know, power my shields, and I got to put in another 2 or 3 hours to grind enough coins to pay my taxes, I'm out. And I don't care at all about the progress I made or anything else, just like I don't cry over when Fallout 4 save that I played 2.5 years ago is no longer playable because I'm using different mods. to me, it's just an experience that I had, and now that's over, and you know, whatever. But I understand. I have a way of looking at it that other people don't necessarily share, right? Like some people get really attached to their 76 character. And so when they change the meta or whatever you want to call it, and certain weapons aren't very useful anymore, or other types of things become more useful, you know, they feel hurt by that. And, you know, I think that sucks and it's unfortunate. And I hate to see people, you know, have a bad time with things they love. But there's a reason why I don't let myself get hurt by my save doesn't run anymore because I was using different mods.
You've always been my best customer.
It's just video games, man. It's just fun. You can talk about it with your friends, especially if y'all love the same games. You can even play them together sometimes. But at the end of the day, sooner or later, you're going to put it down and do something else, right? So, and that's the beauty of the single-player Fallout games. You can just go back and play it vanilla, or you could die, for example. You can go back and play it vanilla, or you can play with a new set of mods. It's no big deal. So, I quite enjoy that aspect of it, the ephemeral nature of it, I guess. Ticks boxes that aren't on my list. Christina, good to see ya. I got Christina and Stephanie over here after Sister was done streaming. That's freaking awesome. Very nice to see you both. I certainly appreciate it. There are things about Fallout 76 that I love. Unfortunately, I have found over the last 3 or 4 months that the things that I love about it the most are not really shared by most of the people that I play with, unfortunately. So I could get on a road on one end of that map with 3 or 4 friends and walk very slowly down that road like this, and just whatever random encounters come up, take that on, do whatever. Something else happens to fly by or enter into the scene, into the frame. We can deal with that as we see fit. We can have conversations in Discord. We can have a good time kind of existing for 45 minutes or an hour and a half in the Fallout universe together on a cool map, because it's got a brilliant map. But I don't want to grind the same event over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for 4 hours. Because that makes me resent having to play the game. Same as doing chores, you know what I mean? So, and if 20 of your friends think that's the best way to play the game and that's what they want to do, then at some point you have to respect that and just bow out and say, all right, you guys have fun. And I'll see you on Discord, but I'm going to go over here and do the Sim Settlements 2 thing. Much love. I'll be seeing ya, you know? So. All right, Risperidone, it was nice talking to you. Lurk on, my friend. Heather knew what I was going for. She didn't even wait. She's like, on it. It's just good eating, folks. How you gonna say no to plus 25 carry weight on survival? It's a rhetorical question, people. It's purely rhetorical. But like, I'm looking forward this week to going over and playing Dune on Sista's server, because my character's only 35 over there, because we stopped playing on the private server and went over to the public one, and I need to catch up a little bit so I can, you know, maybe join in on some of her adventures from time to time, whether it's on stream or not, doesn't matter to me. But and I'm looking forward to doing that more than I'm enjoying or looking forward to doing a bunch of chores so I can go to the deep desert on my 175 character on my main server. And that's not because I don't love my friends that are playing over there. I do. You know, I totally do. I'm just not all that interested in the gameplay loop once all the quests and the stories and the content are dried up and you're just doing the kind of sandbox thing out in the desert. Not really my bag, so. And that's okay. It's the great thing about being an adult. You can just tell your friends, hey, I'm going to go play in this other server for a week. I'll see you next weekend. Have fun.
Hey.
You find those raiders?
I did. Their history. Now, what do you say about joining the Minutemen and helping others when they need it?
Their history.
Ah?
Now, what do you say about joining the Minutemen? Helping
Oh,
others
I got the
when they
brown
need it?
face
You
bug.
helped us, so it'd be pretty ungrateful of us to turn our backs on other
Well, that's,
folks. If we want things to get better, we've got to start helping.
that's unfortunate.
So,
Like
you're
somebody
it.
slammed my
You can
head
count
into
on
a
us if you
tanning
need help down the line.
bed or something.
Thanks again, friend.
Only happens on the old generation. Never happens on the next gen. It's a damn shame. Alright. It's perfectly fine. We can solve that very easily just by zoning or logging in and logging out again. Alright, so we've got ourselves our third settlement. Technically, I think it's our first bonus settlement after Sanctuary, the one Preston sent us to liberate. But, we can move on in peace now and leave these good people to their fine work, growing stuff at the top of the hill. We could go back and tell Preston, but you know where that's gonna lead. Actually, let's showcase that for a second. Let's showcase that it absolutely does not lead there because I'm running Who's the General. I can just go back and turn that in and he'll go, cool, thanks, and turn around and walk off whistling. And then we can go and, I don't know, wander closer to Boston and maybe, give the Brotherhood a hand. I think Heather would like that. She has told me that the Brotherhood are in town and she'd like to stop by and see them if she can. Which makes perfect sense. Because don't tell anybody, but her parents were Brotherhood. She'll let you know. Don't worry about it. You just got to give her a chance to get to know you. She'll unclench those fists and tell you all about it. Oh, Heather.
Hey.
Hey, happy Halloween. I have a treat for you.
Is it the 31st already? Nice. I'll take that. Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, what's on your mind?
What's on your mind?
You know, I can carry more of your stuff if you want. I've been feeling so strong lately.
Perfect.
Your thoughts?
Knew a caravan guard named Harry when I was a kid. His caravan got attacked by raiders, and they cut off his ear. His ear! Lucky it wasn't his nose.
That's all.
Truth. Yeah, damn lucky it wasn't his nose. That would just be, a little bit too much like that bug I've got with photo mode right now. Nobody wants that. Yeah, Preston can wait as far as any further missions from Preston for sure. But honestly, I'd kind of like that big XP hit that he gives me for completing this first quest. That might be kind of nice. Oh, I do have a point to spend already, so I don't know what I'm complaining about. Lady Kill is not terribly useful compared to the reverse. Second level of locksmith sure is, though. We'll take that. Extra 5% damage against the ladies. If you're playing a female character in Fallout 4, the reverse of that is fantastic, because I think about 85% of every bad guy you meet is a male character, so. Oh god, it's a shitload of stupor mutants. Super mutants! That's rough, buddy. Get to cover!
Your big dumb ass is going down.
Oh, no. Heather, get away from the exploding truck. Exploding trucks are bad. They're all bad. Especially in survival. But I will take all of that, for sure. That's a damn shame. It's a perfectly good pickup truck. All shot to hell. Sometimes you just gotta risk it, Raven, you know? I realize if they would have all opened fire on me at the same time and I wasn't undercover, I probably would have been insta-jibbed, but you know, I felt like I could get a stick of dynamite off and go behind that truck faster than they could react. And this time I was correct. Not always gonna be the case, but... Come on, dog meat. Race you to the gas station. I'm cheating, boy. Oh, ran out of stamina. Damn it, dog meat. You got me beat. Little jingle of cram for you. It's what's for supper. It's some kind of meal. I think that's the tagline for cram. It's some kind of food.
I once loved a sailor. He was handsome and tall, but his pantry was empty.
I don't know. The lyrics to this song just put a smile on my face, so I gotta crank it up a notch.
He brought me a flower.
I said, what's that for?
If it ain't powdered eggs, then show yourself the door. I'll marry anyone with rations. Spam sardines, I eat kitty on
I will happily take those grenades from you, Mr. Mailbox.
the way like a G.I. Joe. I'll marry anyone with rations. Beans in a can and controlled portions. If love is a battlefield, then sugar's the prize. And I'll say I
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
Is that all you got to say to me?
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
You ask me. Freedom's always worth fighting.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Yeah?
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Things are tough now, but they'll get better.
It's coming in pretty good.
Well, I'm certainly glad I checked that. Kind of. It's not making my Friday feel all that great, though, guys. I gotta be honest with you. That is a significant potential issue.
Yeah, or quite the imagination.
That and the fact that every time I turn around, all of my generators are broken over here. And that is an old school bug. I can't remember what causes it. Yeah, I'm not wasting stuff on that. Yeah, he beat me. It doesn't matter because I'm sad I came here now, so. And not because I didn't get the XP. But because, I mean, after the stream, I'll see if I can figure it out, but that is a numero uno sign of a completely broken save. It's pretty amazing too how you can have a save that can be that forked script-wise, but still run as steady as this and load as quickly and not have crash issues or any of the other stuff that people often have with these games. But the save is still completely boned no matter how you slice it. Is it possible those raiders were taking pot shots at my generators from over there? I guess it is, but...
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you.
All right, Preston, hold on a second. No, I don't think so. I mean, I'm playing on survival and I haven't adjusted the settings yet, so that's what I was just going to look up. But that doesn't explain Preston either. So, and honestly, back in 2015 and stuff, we used to see that error or that bug all the time, where like your settlement generators and stuff would just be destroyed. You could zone into the bunker under the house in the back part of Sanctuary there, sleep for 8 hours, come out, and your generator would be broken. There'd be nobody around except Codsworth. And it just breaks every single time you leave and unload the zone. Now, is that what that is, or was it, you know, something else? I don't know. But those are ugly, ugly bugs. And Preston being completely non-responsive for who's the general, or in any sense, could be one of a few things that I can think of off the top of my head. There's an old vanilla bug that causes him to be non-responsive. It might be a load order thing. I might be able to fix him by recyclorating him. Although the last time I did that, the save pooped out on me halfway through Chapter 2 because Preston just disappeared off the map and couldn't be found. And when I finally did find him, he was at Tappington Boathouse in the water, just treading water. So I gotta be honest with you, I'm getting to the point now where it's like I would sell a kidney to finish Sim Settlements 3 myself and not have to watch many a true nerd do it, or King Gath do it. And I was watching King Gath do Skyrim today, and he was like, I only run my own mod and nothing else, pure vanilla. And my gut reaction to that is, well, that's not being super supportive of the mod scene in general, right? And on the other hand, I can totally see why he does it. Because he doesn't want to have to deal with this. Although, if I were to run Sim Settlements 2 by itself with nothing else, I wouldn't even go back to the museum and talk to Preston and the gang after I kill the raiders in Concord. They would spend the rest of the entire save inside the museum because they were too dumb to let themselves out and keep walking to Sanctuary. Because there's no way in hell I'm ever again going to have that guy throwing 3 or 4 quests in my quest log at the same time every time I walk by him. That's just bad game design. So let's see if we can find non-plot operating code is the Sim Settlements 2 setting. Go throw some caps in the desk. Let's automate everything, see if that doesn't fix it. Yeah, I don't have a desk. I could put one down, but I don't have one. Well, it is absolutely for consistency and ease of troubleshooting. But my thing is, like, if you're a mod author, you want other people to use your mods, you know, throw some mods into your load order. But I think he does it for consistency and ease of troubleshooting. But I think the side effect of that is he never has to deal with stuff like this, right? which, you know, is a, whether it, I don't think it's intentional, but I think that that saves him a lot of headaches and a lot of grief that people like you and me run into, because we run with sizable load orders, you know. All right, we've got that fixed, and now where's Preston? The main problem is I'm not actually set up like he is to troubleshoot stuff on screen and show you guys my screen and stuff while I do it. And so when things don't work, it just brings the stream to a halt, because the stream's supposed to be a playthrough and not a, you know, how to use Fallout 4 edit or whatever, you know. But I'm starting to wonder, I mean, this is the old gen, and I thought that would solve all of the problems I was running into with the next gen. I'm starting to wonder if it's going to be even possible to complete it at all without, like, just wiping all the drives on my computer except my Windows drive, blowing up
you know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Re-downloading everything completely from scratch.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Stay sharp. Don't let your guard down.
All right, hold on just a second. Unfortunately, I can't show you anything while I'm doing it, but you're going to have to take my word for it that I'm not having a smoke break. I'm actually looking something up to see if I can fix this. I do apologize. And we can definitely run off and do some other stuff, but if he can't be fixed, it's a sign that the save is, you know, borked. Yeah, recyclerator, that's what I thought it was. Okay. Relatively easy. Preston, chill for a second, buddy, would you please? I'd appreciate it, sir.
You know what I call a good day?
Where's the Mr. Handy
One that ends without an empty stomach.
Where is he, back at the museum? Can't fast travel. All right. We'll check the museum real quick. We'll see how that goes. Mods, man. I love them. And they are the source of much of my confusion, unfortunately. Furious clickety clicky. Sorry, Raven. What do you mean I'm still peckish? Easy now. Who you calling peckish?
Let's all pretend it's Saturday, even though it's Tuesday and Daddy's in jail. Let's sweep the rug and bake the pie. Tell the milkman Daddy went to buy nails. Let's all pretend it's Saturday. We'll hum a tune like the radio plays. Don't look at Mom when she's
Talk to Preston Garvey. If I'm not mistaken, this is exactly what I did when he ended up bugged out halfway through. I could be wrong. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. And if you're playing an unmodded game and you recycle it or an NPC like that, probably no big deal. But there's so many moving parts between him and the settlement over here. I wish I was Sister Citizen right now and I was only fighting clones. Those are gross and make you barf, but at least they don't give you this kind of headache. Preston, why did you do me wrong, bro? And that's the other thing, folks. You can have absolutely no outward sign whatsoever that something's wrong and get 20 hours into a playthrough.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Things are tough now, but they'll get better.
You know that settlement you sent me to help? They've decided to join the Minutemen.
Take care of your gun, it'll take care of you.
All right, screw you, Preston. Yeah. Well, my dear friends, it has been real. And it has been fun. But at least for now, this run has come undone. I hate to say it, but unless I can get that fixed, that's a dead save. So we've been going 2 hours, and I had a great time having conversations about all the factions and stuff. Nothing whatsoever was lost or wasted. But I'm gonna have to call it an early night and see if I can't get this fixed. Because it's not much of a series if I can't carry it forward. So I will say my usual, stay curious, keep modding your games, and whatever you do, try to be cool to one another as often as you can. Because it usually works out, and even when it doesn't, I promise that you're better for it at least half the time. How does that work? Does that seem good? Stay positive, even when you get a pie to the face, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Thanks, Thorgan, I appreciate it. And, yeah, in order to maintain that vibe going forward, though, I need to put in the work and try to figure out what's wrong with this and see if it can be salvaged. Because it is definitely a big, fat sign that something is seriously, seriously wrong. So, if I had the ability, I would send all 12 of you somewhere cool. But I know you know what to do and how to find each other and the cool things that are out there. So go forth, my friends, and enjoy your Friday night, and I will talk to you on the old interwebs.